with some super smart people, some of the smartest people in the world, some of the top CEOs of the world, scientists. I mean, it just goes on and on. But when I saw this story about a 13-year-old child prodigy named Stepdhen, I was blown away. Stepdhen is 13 years old, and he is the youngest student to ever attend the prestigious Morehouse College. Yes. 13 years old. And get this, he's not a freshman at Morehouse. He's a sophomore at Morehouse College. And he doesn't just have one major, he has 3 majors. Goodness, 3 majors. Oh my gosh. Okay, first off, how does it feel to be 13 on a campus with like 18 to 30-year-olds? Because not everybody's 18 when they go to college.
Well, like you said, they're not 18. They're not always 18 when they go to college. But I've been hanging out with people that are older than I am all my life. So it wasn't too much that I had to adapt to. It wasn't too much of a change for me because, like I said, I've been hanging out with kids older than I am most of my life. And
so who do you hang out with on campus? How old are your friends?
I guess one of my best friend on campus would be 20 years old.
He's 20?
Yeah.
What do you guys talk about?
It's random.
Just stuff?
Yes.
Do you talk about girls to him?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your majors are?
Pre-medicine / biology, mathematics, and computer science.
Okay. And so you're sitting there with your 20-year-old friend, so y'all are just chilling. And then so like, do you go get hamburgers and like stuff? And like, do you go like to like high school to date girls? And you can't possibly be dating them Spelman girls.
No.
Spelman's an all-girls school next to Morehouse.
Well, sometimes we'll just sit in the computer lab, just be on the computer, surfing the internet on Facebook, something like that.
When did you realize that your son was pretty much a genius?
Well, I've always done work with both of my kids when they were about 2, but Stepdhen was answering questions out of workbooks, kindergarten workbooks around that age, and when he got to like 4, he kept blowing through the workbooks as fast as my husband and I could buy them. So, you know, I kept it up a little bit, and then my husband told me to just advance him, and I did. And he started kindergarten. But he already knew how to multiply and divide.
And kindergarten?
Yeah, in kindergarten.
I did long division in the 4th grade. So you're blowing by this in kindergarten.
Yeah, and so my husband and I, we knew that he wasn't going to get much out of the experience of being in a conventional schooling. So at 6 years old, he had mastered algebra concepts, geometry at about 7. And so I kind of knew that...
I got a C in algebra in the 9th grade. Struggled my butt. I didn't know what I was doing. I was A plus 2A, 6, 5, Z, X. What the hell? I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on. Algebra is 6 years old.
Yeah.
And then you got an invitation for college for him. At what age?
Yeah, actually at 9. At 9.
At 9.
But as a mom, I couldn't wrap my brain around it.
It was very emotional for you.
It was. You know, I did a little crying and praying about it. I talked to my husband extensively about it. And then when I couldn't teach him, though, anymore of the math, that's when we handed him over to Morehouse. Thank goodness Morehouse was there.
Wow. How do you get to school? College?
I get driven by my mother.
So your mom drives you to school. Okay. But your dad is here, Stepdhen Sr. You say that he's a non-traditional prodigy. What does that mean?
He doesn't really test well, or he hasn't tested well, so, you know, we thought about having him
like the standardized tests, like IQ tests.
Yeah, IQ testing. We thought about giving him an IQ test, but, you know, he doesn't really test well, but he does exceptionally well in the work. So with that, we didn't think that it was necessary. So,
Martinique, how old are you? Your sister?
I'm 17.
You're 17.
Yes.
But you say that he's like more mature than you. How is that?
Yes, he's always acting like he's 40 years old. Like, he's like my big brother. I never really think of him as my younger brother.
Your big brother?
Yes.
Do you go to him for advice?
Well, not about like guys or anything. But, but I ask him like help in math. Like even my friend just a few days ago, like she was like having a hard time with math, so we called my brother up and I was like, Stevie, you have to help my friend out who's also in college with me. So we always ask him for help.
Oh my gosh, can I call you, because like I'm going to all these different businesses and stuff, can I call you to do some case studies for me and to kind of like help me like figure out my future after the talk show for my business? Yes? Okay. What you're supposed to say is, yes, Tyra, for a fee, we can most definitely have a conversation about this. I know that, you know, you're very smart and you're at Morehouse and stuff, but there's something that you want. What is it that you want that your parents just says no?
Well, considering the fact that I have to pay for most of my stuff myself, like my video games, I pay for those.
How do you pay for those? You work?
I tutor. I mentor some kids.
I hear that you're tutoring some college kids too?
Yes. Not right now, but I have, and I'm still looking to.
So you have tutored college kids, and you're looking to go back into the college kid tutoring?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it that you want?
An iPod Touch.
Why do you want that? Why can't you just make one? You're a genius.
Thank you.
Well, from me to you. There you go.